Subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get all the latest updates. And I want to come to the big steps that the party was not willing to take. But something that happened in the middle of all of this was that Mr. Kishore was in Telangana, met with the TRS leadership, and alongside that meeting, the IPAC, the consultancy that he founded, and he says he's no longer a shareholder or a manager in, signed a deal with the TRS for the next assembly elections. There are Congress leaders who have pointed to this as an essential conflict of interest. There are others who are suggesting that his continued relationship with other regional leaders, including the Trinamool Congress, and I point this out because it's widely believed that Mr. Kishore connected you to Mamata Banerjee, and that's how you came to be in the Trinamool, that one of the problems for the Congress was Prashant Kishore's multiple liaisons, as it were, with these other political outfits. How would you respond to this?
Three things. First of all, as part of his presentation, Prashant Kishor had said that the alliance conundrum needs to be sorted. I think, if I can paraphrase, the essential thrust of it was that why should the Congress, already stretched as a party seeking to change and reform itself, expend its energies in those states where there is already a powerful or entrenched political party that is facing up to the BJP. And instead of that, it should focus its energies, especially in those seats and those states where it is the principal opposition to the BJP, and the BJP strike rate against the Congress is 92%. So, for those states where there are parties opposed to the BJP, perhaps a system of alliances would be better. It tends to common sense. Secondly, if Telangana was a hurdle or an obstacle, the Congress offered to make Prashant a member of the Empowered Action Group with defined responsibilities came after his return from Telangana. If that was the reason why the party did not wish to proceed, why would it offer to appoint him to the Empowered Action Group? So I don't think that holds good either. And thirdly, Prashant has no direct contact with IPAC, but I think it would be disingenuous to say that IPAC is not in any way guided by him without any institutional or formal relationship. True. But where is IPAC working? It's working in states which at one level have a complementary interest with that of the Congress in democratically opposing the BJP. So therefore it has to be seen. And if there was a veto on his signing up in Telangana, why would the Congress party after his return issue him an offer to join an Empowered Action Group?
So are you suggesting that the IPAC deal with the TRS was a non-issue in the breakdown? Was it a non-issue?
There is no reason for us to suspect otherwise. Because the moment he went to Telangana and IPAC signs this agreement, the talks could have been forthwith suspended. Or he could have been asked to explain himself, because the Congress could have said, we do not want either you or IPAC to have any links with parties other than the Congress. Instead of that, after his return, the Congress makes an offer to him to join an Empowered Action Group for 2024 elections. So obviously that's not a deal breaker.
Yet, very interestingly, you said in the first part of your answer that Prashant believed that the Congress should not waste energies in states where a non-BJP party already had a significant presence. Can I surmise then that he believed, for instance, the Congress should not waste its time in Telangana, where in the last assembly election, it was the second sort of highest party in terms of vote percentages, very significantly behind the TRS, of course. There you can see the figures. But was it PK's assessment that don't waste your time in Telangana?
You see, assessments vary. And I fully respect the Congress party or its local unit in Telangana to share a perception that is different. But perhaps at one level, and you are one of the country's top journalists, you will understand that in Telangana, the real fight has become between the TRS and the BJP. The BJP is resurgent there. I am not undermining the presence of the Congress. But when you are looking to change bottom up, you have to prioritize. And therefore, to try and fight the TRS and the BJP in Telangana, while you need to expend limited resources and certainly within a limited time span to take on major battles where the BJP has a walkover today in the maximum number of seats. You have to prioritize, you have to make choices.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.